And we're back, and as you can tell, the people up here have multiplied by a few fold, and Gavin and Pocky have ran behind the camera now, away from the hate. So we're
drink the haterade.
Yes, partake of the haterade. But I'm going to give everybody a brief second here to say who they are, what they're from, like websites, things like that, and then we're going to get into our topics for tonight. So let's go from this side to that side. So please introduce yourself.
I'm Gina. I'm with Pepper Gina Cosplay. That's me. So, what else was there?
You have a .com?
Oh, it's just Pepper Gina on Facebook. I also have a Twitter. It's Pepper Gina also, and then I have Instagram, Pepper Gina 1. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
I'm Aria from Creepy Cosplay. Creepy Cosplay on Facebook. That one can tell you more about it. She runs that department.
Since you know me, I'm passing it over.
Melody from Creepy Cosplay. You can find us on Facebook at Creepy Cosplay. We are also running our new LARP website, but I don't have that up yet.
Because I haven't named it yet.
We'll link it in the comments below once this is on YouTube, okay?
My name is Boba Joe Carrera, and I own intergalactic-creations.com. I sell Saiyan armor and multiple other costumes.
Nice. Yeah, which obviously is, if you guys are looking at the bottom of the screen, is pretty darn impressive. Like, I tried this once. I was actually Vegeta at one point, and I did it out of like fabric and pillows and all that, and like I could take a punch because it would just disappear into the pillow. But this so trumps what I did.
It's refining. It's been I've made over 450 of these, so it's just trust me, my first ones weren't that great. I mean.
We don't talk about the first
Trial
one.
and error.
It's like Fight Club. You just don't talk about those first ones.
Never talk about
They
the first
go into the
cosplay.
archives, and you never see them again.
I can't say that. I still have mine. I wear mine around the house.
Oh, it's a lazy Tuesday. Let's just put on the DBZ armor and just do the gardening.
Go to Denny's.
That's how we learn how to work in our bigger costumes. When she's teaching me how to walk in stilts for some of our new cosplay.
Right.
She has me go outside and mow the yard.
I made her go to Lowe's.
I did. I walked around Lowe's in a pair of painter stilts.
Nice. They're probably like, ma'am, you got to put those back up on the shelf.
No, they're actually
They don't even
used
bat an
towards
eye
me.
at us.
They're like, oh, what?
Nice.
We go into Lowe's now, and it's not, what's your home improvement project? So what costume are you building now? I'm building a fence. No, what costume is it for? No, I'm literally building a fence.
Well, that kind of segues into the why, because we do some strange things, as you both have pointed out, for our craft. So since I started that way, let's go opposite. So why? Why is the big question? Why did you get into this? Why do you do what you do currently?
Well, I grew up restoring cars. I mean, it really was something. I was born into an area where art and sculpting, painting, working with multiple types of materials was ordained into me. The hobby was costuming, and so I grew up. I loved working on cars, but I didn't have the passion. I didn't have the love there.
Right.
I had a really bad accident where I just can't hammer and block anymore, and then I fell headfirst into my hobby. Made a couple costumes. I'm very passionate about my Boba Fett costuming. I've done a few of those, but mainly I moved my career and my life into cosplay and costuming, and I do it because that's where my passion and love's at. I mean, that's what you want in life. I want to follow that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the answer is going to be pretty much the same across the board, that it's my love, it's my passion, it's my desire, because I think that's what really drives us all. Exactly. And, like, I'm actually going to kill the order. Let's just talk about it. It's like no left, right, no right, left. So, like, what drives you guys? Like, why? Why the big question?
So I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Mm-hmm.
I recently became a stay-at-home mom about June of last year. We were getting ready to start doing, the Pyramid Head costumes and the Silent Hill stuff for Dragon Con. Last year was our first Dragon Con, and so, as somebody that's been doing I've been doing it since middle school, roughly. I grew up in Japan,
Nice.
I spent some time in Japan. So my thing was always, like, I was into the culture to start with, and, it started with, I'd collect a kimono piece here and a kimono piece here, and then I'd start collecting anime. And I'd go down to the local Blockbuster and pick up,
Blockbuster.
weird, obscure
Does
80s
anybody know
anime.
what
Wow,
is
what
anymore?
is a
It's
blockbuster?
a dinosaur. It's
The
a
younger
dinosaur
kids
with
wouldn't
a
have
box.
any clue.
It's like Redbox, but it's a store. And my first anime, I didn't start with your typical Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon or Sailor Moon. No, I went into like Vampire Princess Miyu and the Midnight Detective Shido, and I started with weird obscure animes.
Oddly enough, I actually was part of the manga industry for a while, and Vampire Princess Miu was one of the ones that we had. I don't know if you looked at the English
yes.
version
I
of it,
have
but it
it.
was IC Entertainment.
Yep.
Studio Iron Cat. I was actually part of their crew.
I actually like have I have him in my room at the house. I have my whole box set of the Vampire Princess Miu, and I've got Midnight Detectives,
Right.
and I've got Nightwalker, and I have all these other animes that like I've got people that go, "What is that? I've never seen that one before." And I was like,
Oh, is
"It's
this
like
one brand new?
no,
What?
this is from like the '80s, and it's amazing."
Because part of that is your love of like whatever just happens to hit you.
Oh yeah.
So like random subjects and random anime and movies kind of spark your curiosity and your interest, and then your drive to do what you do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you agree?
My start actually started with manga. I actually started with Battle Angel Alita. I love.
I love that.
My dream costume is to build the rollerball outfit. That is my dream. Out of metal, because it's got to be out of metal.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my dream with the roller skates, because I'm gonna wipe out and take something with me.
It's go authentic or go home for a lot
Exactly.
of us, right?
If I don't hurt myself by the end of this costume,
You're not doing it right. right?
It's true.
See, and I feel like I'm the oddball in this group. I don't do the anime thing completely. I am strictly like geek, comic book, movie, paraphernalia, nerd, like Doctor Who, anything like that. I don't do it. My daughters are obsessed with anime, so I'm learning a lot more. But yeah, so I don't get all the anime and stuff, even though I probably watched a few episodes of Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z like 20 years ago.
it's okay. We'll convert you.
My daughters try to do it on a daily basis.
Yeah, but we're more persuasive.
Yes, y'all hound me all the time.
We do.
But
We'll
yeah,
tell
I
you-
grew
we'll
up
tell you
in
to share.
I grew up in musical theater and doing costuming and stuff. My mom sewed and helped me, taught me how to do all my sewing and everything, and I just kind of went from there. And I became, what I do now with my costuming. I don't know when it actually became cosplay for me, because I was just doing it. It's something I've always done. It started with elaborate Halloween costumes, and then it just became, I just want to do this all the time. And
Those one day a year cosplayers.
yes. But you put all that effort into that one
I
piece.
always give, like, if I can tell you handmade your costume, I always give you more candy than I'm
Yes.
like, oh, that's store-bought. And I hate to be that person, but I'm
Right?
like, you made that.
If
get
you
more
show up at
candy.
my house in a costume I like, and I'm like, look, bucket of candy.
Oh, you have all of my candy. I don't have to hand this out
See,
anymore.
that's what my kids like. They now make their own costumes, and they're like, "Mom, what about this? What about that?" And it took them a little bit of time in the beginning, because they're like, "We're not as good as you, and all this stuff." And I had to remind them, I used to not be what I am today. I did used to be the, okay, I'm gonna sit here and cut the crap foam and paint it with acrylic paint type thing. But I was like,
Getting
it
the
takes
dirty
time
look.
and practice, and I'm here to help.
I do that. I do that too.
That, and it's what people don't realize is it's kids are now learning a useful skill for later on.
Yeah.
Learning to
Oh, yeah.
sew, learning
Oh,
how
yeah.
to carve wood, or craft
Use
foam,
a heat
learning
gun.
a heat gun, or learning the fact that putting certain kinds of glue on foam eats it or
That's
starts
okay.
a fire.
That's okay. My
And
first
to use
prop.
very well ventilation.
Yeah, my first prop I ever built, I walked to my dad and was like, I want to build this cross from Helsing. So he gave me pieces of sheet metal and a welder,
Wow.
and then walked off.
Oh.
So it's really rough and ugly, but I'm like, I still have it.
You're so proud of it when you're done, though.
I was
It
like,
doesn't
"Look
matter
at this."
how bad your first costume looks when you're done. You are so proud of it. And the worst thing is, I'm going to segue here for a second, is the first time costumers that come in and they're so proud of this piece, and then they hit up against like the professional cosplayers and get torn to pieces. And I was like, no. See, you're doing great.
You're doing great.
Try this next time.
Right.
I like to
not just
encourage new cosplayers.
Not just, hey, here's your first costume. You suck at it. Don't ever touch this again.
Yeah, because it turns kind of like into high school at that point. And
Oh, yeah.
The next one is Gorilla. Gorilla is their mother, and I want to know
And she's got 72 children.
who slept with her to have 72 children. Someone that
She's
evil
got
who
three-
eats babies.
She's got 3 different husbands and 72